Okay, so what is intermittent fasting? Let's just get to the basics of this. So hello, if you are new to my channel, I'm Dr. Mindy. I am on a mission to get 1 million people fasting. So join me in that. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I got more to teach you on fasting than you probably even ever imagined. So I'm super excited you're here. Okay, intermittent fasting. What is intermittent fasting? We throw intermittent fasting around, this term around, so much. And I just wanted to leave one video for you all on exactly what it is. So there are 5 things to know about intermittent fasting. First, it's time-restricted eating. So when we say fasting, I think sometimes it gets people all kind of confused. But really, intermittent fasting, all you're saying is you're going to take all the food you eat and you're going to condense it into a very specific time period. And how much you condense that is really up to you. So when we look at intermittent fasting, I want you to translate it in your brain as to time-restricted eating. There is an eating window, or we call compressing your eating window, and there is a fasting window, where we're looking at how we can start to elongate your fasts. So if you want to do intermittent fasting, you can ask yourself, do I want to go 13 hours without food, leaving 11 hours to eat? Do I want to go 15 hours without food, or 16 hours without food, leaving 8 hours? That's the most common popular intermittent fasting, is 16-8. But you get to decide when you decide to intermittent fast. It's a personal journey. You get to decide how are you going to compress that eating window. So that's the first thing. The other thing that we see a lot with intermittent fasting is that oftentimes people refer to it as alternate day fasting. So this is where you don't eat for a complete day, and then the next day you eat, and then the next day you don't eat, and then the next day you eat. There's a very popular research study that was turned into a book years ago called the Every Other Day Diet. And there's incredible evidence that approaching intermittent fasting from that angle is really, really effective. So you can either compress your eating window on a daily basis, leaving a longer period for fasting, or you can just every other day don't eat. And the other one that some people do is what they call 5-2, which is 5 days a week. They eat as much as they want. They eat whenever they want, and then 2 days a week they go without food. So that's another really popular intermittent fasting tool. So that's the first thing, is it's time-restricted eating. That's all it is. You determine the time. Second, the most common question I get with intermittent fasting is, well, what do I do in my fasting window? And how do I know if I'm out of my fasting window? So if we have an eating window and we have a fasting window, then anything that raises your blood sugar has now pushed you out of that fasting window. This is why we're such fans of you testing it for yourself, because a lot of times, what pulls you out of a fasting window may not pull me out of it. And I've done a lot of videos on blood sugar tests that you can use around your coffee, around your drinks, to see if they're pulling you out of a fasted state. So the second thing to know with intermittent fasting is what you drink in your fasting window. What you do in that fasting window may pull you out. And so you want to know if you're drinking the right things so you don't get pulled out of the fasted state. Okay, third thing, now that you've got compressed your eating window, you're thinking about what you're drinking in your fasting window, what exactly is happening? And here's the big thing that I want to point out, is that as you are going into this intermittent fasting state, what you're doing is you're switching over into fat burner mode. Once you're in fat burner mode, that switch usually takes 8 to 13 hours. So this is why we usually say the first step to intermittent fasting is 13 hours. But then once you're over here, think of it like somebody's opened a door of incredible chemicals in your body that are going to start working miracles for you. So 13 to 15 hours, you're going to get a ton of growth hormone that will slow the aging process down. You might get some ketones that are going to go up and kill hunger. 17 hours, we start stimulating autophagy. 24 hours intermittent fasting, we're now at our repairing our gut. 36 hours, we're burning fat. 48, resetting dopamine, and 72, resetting your whole immune system. So you get to you choose how much healing do you want to occur.
Okay, check this out. I have a free fasting guide for you all. It's free. And it's going to teach you all the basics of fasting. It's going to teach you how to kill hunger when you fast, which is really cool. And it's going to show you how to break your fast, among many other things. All you got to do is click on the link below and enjoy.
So intermittent fasting can also be used as this term to say, I'm going to dive into some of these deeper fasts intermittently, temporarily, and then do them to accelerate healing, like a 3-day water fast or like a 48-hour dopamine reset fast. Those are, you go in, you create a healing effect, but they're not to be used all the time. They're meant to be used intermittently. Okay, first one is, how often should you intermittent fast? So, you know, the 13 to 15 hours, most of us are doing this every day. I've taught a lot of variation on here, but if you're new to intermittent fasting, the most important is that you learn to do this compressed, time-restricted eating every day. So start thinking about your food differently. You're thinking about eating windows and fasting windows, and you can do intermittent fasting every single day. I have variations of that, women and their cycle. We've talked about that on this channel. 5-1-1 is my typical, where you 1 day a week you don't intermittent fast. So we've talked about that here. And then the last thing is, how do you measure intermittent fasting success? This is really important. Like, what's your success for this new way of eating and this new time compressing your eating window? And I think it's really, that's a personal journey. Again, we've got to look at, what are you trying to achieve? So if you're trying to lose weight, the more you intermittent fast, the more weight will come off because you're getting energy from the fat burning system. But then if you're trying to repair neurons in the brain, you might have to intermittent fast a little longer. If you want to get gut repair, you might have to do more 24 hours of intermittent fasting, throw some of those in there to repair your gut. So again, the reason I want to put this video out is because this term gets thrown around and there's a lot of variations. So just think of it as time-restricted eating. And then what you do in your fasting window matters, what you drink specifically. And then now, what is it that you're trying to accomplish? And that's where you can start to become flexible with this tool. So again, I just want to remind you that intermittent fasting means intermittent. We don't do it all the time, but we do it quite often to create this healing effect in the body. So as always, I hope that helps. Let's do this because I love your guys' comments. Look and see, I want you to put in the comments, at 13 to 15 hours is a standard intermittent fasting window. Those of you who have been consistently doing 13 to 15 hours, put in the comments what that's done for you. Just that first step of intermittent fasting, what has that done? And then those of you that are not going to answer that question, what I'd love to know is, what is your favorite style of intermittent fasting? Is it 5-2? Is it 16-8? Is it you throw every other day diet? What is it that's your favorite? And put it in the comments so that we can all learn from it. I know you're struggling to lose weight. It may be your fasting length. So in this video, I'm going to show you the perfect fasting length to unstick weight loss. In fact, it's such an incredible tool for weight loss. I think you should start with fasting before you change your food to be able to get into that door in for losing weight.